What if I told you one of the most powerful empires in history didn't fall slowly? It collapsed almost overnight. This wasn't just any empire. It was the Songhai Empire, a kingdom so rich it controlled gold, trade routes, and millions of people across West Africa. At its peak, it was more powerful than many European nations. So, how does something that strong just break? Was it betrayal, greed, or one fatal decision that changed everything? Because what destroyed the Songhai Empire isn't just history. It's a warning. Stay with me because this story only gets darker. Long before colonial borders existed, West Africa was home to one of the richest empires the world had ever seen. The Songhai Empire didn't just exist. It dominated. Stretching across vast lands, it controlled major trade routes connecting Africa to North Africa and beyond. Gold flowed through its markets. Salt, ivory, and knowledge moved through its cities. And at the heart of it all was Timbuktu, a city of scholars, wealth, and power. This wasn't a primitive kingdom. This was an organized empire with laws, armies, and universities. And its rise to power was led by one of the greatest rulers in African history. His name was Sunni Ali, a warrior king. He didn't just rule, he conquered. City after city fell under his control. Enemies feared him. His army was unstoppable. But after his death, everything changed. Power shifted, and a new ruler emerged, Askia Muhammad. Unlike Sunni Ali, Askia was not just a warrior. He was a strategist. He built schools, strengthened trade, and turned Songhai into a global powerhouse. Under his rule, the empire reached its peak. But here's the truth about empires. They don't fall at their weakest. They fall at their strongest. As Songhai grew richer, it also became a target. Across the desert, a new threat was rising. Morocco, led by a powerful sultan who had one goal: control the gold. But there was one problem. Songhai was too strong, too large, too powerful. Attacking it directly seemed impossible. So what changed? One mistake. Confident in their strength, Songhai underestimated their enemy. They believed no army could cross the Sahara and defeat them. But they were wrong. Morocco had something Songhai didn't: gunpowder. In 1591, a small Moroccan army crossed the desert. Outnumbered, outmatched on paper. But when the battle began, everything changed. The Songhai army had never faced guns before. Their warriors were brave, but bravery couldn't stop bullets. In moments, the unthinkable happened. The empire began to fall. Cities were captured. Trade routes collapsed. Power shattered. Timbuktu, once a center of knowledge, fell into chaos. What took centuries to build was destroyed in a short time. And just like that, one of the greatest empires in history was gone. So what was the mistake? It wasn't just underestimating Morocco. It was failing to adapt, failing to see change coming. because history has a pattern. No matter how powerful you are, if you don't evolve, you fall. The story of Songhai isn't just history. It's a warning. And the question is, are we making the same mistake today? If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more powerful untold history, because the past still has secrets left to reveal.